power. Look! This was an omen from the start, and now we have this uprising!
Yes, that is correct. That is the actual title for this video. Happy Feet is one of the most insanely, unsuspectingly smart movies I have ever seen. And yes, Mumble in this film is controlled by a fundamentalist extremist regime of occult conformity. Hi, my name is Nick, and hear me out on this one. In Happy Feet, we follow the penguin Mumble, as he learns to dance in a society built upon the central foundation of a single idea: singing. Singing is at the center of all things in this penguin society, and it's a tradition that's been embedded into every area. This is enforced by a ruthless, extremist religious elder caste, especially one crooked elder using indoctrinated fear to remain in control. Thus, the Society of Happy Feet is not only run by religious extremists, isn't only founded on outdated traditions, but it is also a totalitarian conformist society. Yeah. So just like your classic conformities, the penguins in this religious controlled society try so hard to all be alike. In fact, the father of Mumble tells him that when he dances this new idea in society, he needs to stop.
I wouldn't do that around folks, son.
Why not?
Well, it just ain't penguin, okay?
Asking him to conform to society's needs and wants. This conformity comes from the fact that everything in this penguin society has been predetermined and practiced for hundreds of years, and is established tradition in that society. From the start of the film, everything happens and is quoted by the narration as happening in the usual way.
His mom and dad met in the usual way, and in the usual way, the moms left for the fishing season.
This religious hierarchy even has an explanation for evolution, or how we came to be for people who don't believe in that.
So 1,000 generations ago, our forefathers forsook our wings for flippers. You graduates going to sea for the first time are to reap the benefits of their wise choice.
The religious old high class controls through fear and worship of the Quinn, their god who brings the fish.
Praise to the great Gwyn, who puts songs in our hearts and fish in our bellies!
Using their god to fearmonger among the people, using religion as a tool to control and shun ideas that the older class can't agree with. The society thrives on old-fashioned values for everything that it is. It's also no coincidence that the first thing our gang of rebellious penguin nonconformists see is a church on the horizon where Mumble is exiled. Thus that brings us to Mumble, our charming little fuzzball of youthful rebellion in this conformity. As soon as Mumble expresses his dance, it's described as him being broken or dropped at birth, which, to be fair, and since he can only dance and not sing, the society has then condemned him for
a penguin without a heart song is hardly a penguin at all.
The religious elders literally try to blame the shortage of food in the society on him.
It is this kind of backsliding that has brought the scarcity upon us!
He thinks the food shortage has something to do with me.
Do you not understand that we can only survive here when we're in harmony? When you and your foreign friends lead us into your easy ways, you offend the great Gwyn. You invite him to withhold his bounty. He rules the seasons. He giveth, and he can take it away.
Bringing religion to slam an individual who just wanted to bring a new idea into this corrupt society. It's a society that is based purely around one idea, for the one is right and the other is wrong. Now, to be honest, we've all heard and seen this before in history, such as people being slammed by religion and damned for professing the earth might be round. Therefore, Happy Feet explains why new ideas in societies of conformity are shunned, for it undermines what they believe to be the reason they thrive. Mumble is exiled for his dancing for a true showing of passion and individuality. The penguin elders cannot have this kind of free thinking, and so to maintain their power, when he tries to spread individuality, they have him banished. It's a social critique of the way that societies maintain and destroy new ideas. Happy Feet wishes to comment on the way that specifically religious conformist societies crush new ideas for the fear of their old ways being overthrown. Somewhat like the introduction of the New Testament to the Old that had garnered and ruled with a certain way for thousands of years. These little penguins also comment on how the old religion still in a way governs some people under the tradition to force people to think a certain way. Religious fundamentalists still exist heavily, such as ISIS, and somehow these penguins give great insight into this. Therefore, perhaps I should not have joked about Happy Feet when I talked about it, because Little Mumble and the penguins have a lot to say about the nature of religious extremism and conformist societies today. So let's stop listening to angry, old, indoctrinated extremist ideas, and more so to our little dancing friends, like Mumble.